Oh.
Don't go
Alright.
making me throw you back.
What do we got that's new?
Make it quick. So, what'll it be?
Stormcry?
Should last you a good while. That it? Fine.
And what do you want? Coin purse weighing you down? You're rubbing me blind, you know. It'd better all be here. You'll not find a better price than that. Come again. Or don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
Can't you see I'm busy here? Not saying Fornian, do you? And how am I meant to do that then? That it? Fine.
Okay, so lesson learned. Don't sell anything.
Finally crawled out of the crypt, eh? You look like it. Although I thank you for doing us the courtesy of covering up.
Don't.
Ah, still have a bit of fight left in you? Then listen. I've arranged a meeting with Gav. In case you've forgotten, you're the one he's been putting his nose to work for.
For nothing.
Just listen. While you've been relaxing in your cell, Gav's been busy sniffing out your dominance. And according to his last report, he's picked up a scent. Gav's gone to a fair bit of trouble for you. The least you can do is hear the poor bugger out. He's going to meet us at the King's Fall. Pack your stuff. We'll leave as soon as you're ready. Come on. Gav will be waiting for us. Get your stuff together.
Man, my head is like pounding right now. It's weird, this map isn't... This isn't like a traditional Final Fantasy game where, you know, like you have an open world that you can explore. It's almost like mission-based.
Not so long ago, this here was a thriving trade route. Then the Blight came. The people left. And just like that, it was deserted. Making it the perfect little shortcut. Gab's waiting for us up ahead. Come on. Still feeling sorry for yourself?
Don't. Please.
Think about it, Clive. The rumors all point to... That was an Imperial signal. They shouldn't be here. The old fort's been abandoned for years. Our little chat can wait. I need to see what the bastards are up to. You go on ahead and meet up with Gab.
But we both know that...
No buts about it.
Okay, so it's kind of throwing me off just a bit because I'm not used to this, and I didn't really play Final Fantasy 15 that much. I did play a lot of 12, 7, 1, 13, 13-2, 13-3, 13-4. I played the shit out of Final Fantasy 14. But I've dabbled in like 2, 3, 4, for the after years, 5, 6, and so on and so forth. The only ones I haven't touched are like 8, 9, and 10, and 10-2, and 11. I don't even think the servers are up for 11 anymore. If they are, I might actually give it a shot. But usually, typically in a Final Fantasy game, even with like the earlier iterations, it's more of like an open world format. Even 15 had an open world format where you could go and explore and all that stuff, but there were some areas that were blocked off. I swear to God, that's the fucking Cleveland song playing in the background. Listen to the chorus of it. It's like a slowed down version of the Cleveland Browns show. They say there's good times and bad times. My name is Cleveland Brown. Listen to it, watch. Next time it does that main chorus part, just listen. But as good as this game is, this is kind of bugging me, dude, because I want to go out and I want to explore the world. And these mission levels are very, very, very linear. There's one path that you can take, and even though that path divides, it's still the same path. See, and I kind of wanted to jump into this a little bit. I really do feel that Forspoken was a precursor for this game. I think that they dropped Forspoken. They didn't really give a shit about the game or the story. Uh, the magic is very, very similar to how Forspoken was set up. Forspoken was a little more intense as far as diversity and abilities, but it's the same exact principle. You know, once you step out of in Forspoken, you start off with very basic purple skills, right? And eventually you end up unaliving the one chick. What's her name? I can't even remember her name because the story is that bleak in that game. But you end up gaining her abilities, and she has what's called red magic. This is very, very similar. So in Forspoken, you had your purple magic tree, you had your red magic tree, and that's as far as I've made it. I don't know if there's any other magic beyond that point, just because even though the magic play in that game is phenomenal, I really can't think of another game where the magic play is that good, but the story is just very bland and boring. The girl is very pessimistic and irritating, and F this and F that and F-ity, F, 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 you know what I mean? It's just like she's cussing the way a spoiled little 12-year-old girl would cuss. And it's very bothersome. Because even though I can cuss like a drunken sailor sometimes, there are still moments in time where I understand that cuss words are used as emphasis words, you know, to put an extra oomph into something that I'm trying to explain, or, you know, when I just feel like playing around, or I'm trying to step back a little bit. Also, and I hate to say this because this is a slight towards me as well, I feel like people that cuss too much are very uneducated. And I say this as a person who cusses too much and very much well knows I am the product of the American education. But one thing I will give Forspoken is that combat feels very, very fluid. You do get hung up sometimes with the whole parkour element, because your character does get to a point where she's moving so fast that it's hard to catch up and slow down and get back into the moment. There's a lot of timing in that game. But in this game right here, I feel like they used Forspoken as a basis to see if people would receive this magic system well in this game. I think if Forspoken, people would have been like, dude, this game sucks all around, and it didn't get any positive reviews, then I think they would have changed a lot dramatically about this game right here. In a sense, Forspoken was a test subject for this game as it stands, if that makes any sense at all. Because if you look at a lot of the environments in this game, a lot of them look like they were pulled right out of they were pulled right out of the Forspoken universe. A lot of the rock formations and the detailing and the art when it comes to like cliffs and certain like forested area. God, my cat, dude, she's just dropped a fat ass deuce. Aha. Damn, baby. We need to change your food? She's like, shut up. Don't put the spotlight on me, you asshole. Anyway. I think she got into something. I think one of my kids spilled something and she got into it. I think she ate some McDonald's that my kids dropped. But, okay, so... Hang on. Let me finish this fight and then I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. The cinematics in this game, very... Oh shit, wrong button. I was trying to switch magic platforms. There we go. Where are we at? Do we have any more enemies? Okay. The way that a lot of this castling and stuff looks in the background, like if you look right above my head right here, a lot of that, the way that this like the way these backdrops are painted, I swear, minus the water, because I don't really remember seeing a lot of water in Forspoken. I know that there were a couple of areas that had some water, but minus the water, and this would be Forspoken right here. This would be like 90% of the areas that are in the first part, like the first 30% of the game. You know what I mean? The way that the archways are set up, and I understand that's very common for, you know, medieval stuff, but this looks, dude, I'm telling you, add a little more sunlight, pull the water out, and that's Forspoken right there. Not to mention, I don't get the dialect, dude. Like, I think Final Fantasy VII is the only other Final Fantasy game that I heard like a major curse word in, and I think that was Barrett. Barrett liked to say bitch like he was Jesse Pinkman, or Jesse Pinkman like he was Barrett. You know, either, it doesn't matter. But already in the first 2 hours of this game, I've heard the word fuck like 30 times. And as I've stated, I'm not trying to sound like a prude or anything, but I feel like they're relying too heavily on, hey, look at us, and that's not why Final Fantasy was popular. It wasn't popular because it acted like a spoiled, disenfranchised Beverly Hills brat in 8th grade. It was famous because they were able to tell a story that was able to tap into certain parts of our mind and make us go, this is amazing. Going all the way back to the first Final Fantasy. And as I stated yesterday, look, there are a lot of other franchises that have done the same thing. Star Wars being one of them. Indiana Jones being another. I mean, there were plenty of franchises that didn't have to do this, and this was one of them. Usually, if I wanted my more edgy, grittier style stuff, I would go to, the Call of Duty games and stuff like that. Stuff that was a little more set in that mindset. You know, I wasn't playing this to watch girls get banged in the poop chute and dudes talk like drunken sailors. You know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't feel like it fits. It feels like they're trying to shove a round peg into a square hole. Like, if the peg is small enough, sure, it'll fit, but it don't seem right. I mean, the game is still great. I'm not knocking it. I think it's still leagues above Final Fantasy 15. But as I've also stated, the Final Fantasy games, like, what is this? I have no localized map. I can't even tap into, let's see, can I? Okay, yeah, I can tap into the world map, but the world map doesn't mean shit. It's not like I can go over here and explore this area. These are my destinations, and that's it. Like, I'm very trapped right now. And to be honest, I'm really not liking that aspect. When I play a Final Fantasy game, I'm expecting to get dropped into a fully immersive open world that I can go and explore, and I can find new creatures, and, I can choose my own path. This game, the path is very much chosen for me, and I'm locked out of a lot of things. Now, like I said, I understand certain games will change their formula over the years. God of War is a big example of that. Assassin's Creed is another major example of that. Games are able to change how their franchise operates and still be successful. I just don't think that this is very fitting for a Final Fantasy game. The whole point of a Final Fantasy game, or at least a main chapter in certain separate Final Fantasy franchises, i.e. like Final Fantasy 13 or 10 or like 4 or 7. 7 has a pretty expansive universe. 4 has got an expansive universe. 12 had a I think there was a manga based around 12. 13 had like 5 games that were attached to it, plus some manga and an anime, I think. And Lightning has also been featured in numerous other games as well as Ash. But the main game was still, sometimes an area would get locked off that you'd have to go do like some sort of Metroidvania Soulsborne style. You got to get this key to unlock this area, and so on and so forth. But like I said, it's still a great game. It's just going to take me some getting used to understand that, hey, this is not an open world environment, and I'm just going to have to enjoy this for what it is. I was just expecting a lot more from how much they were hyping up this game. I would just, I'm being blatantly honest right here. I was really expecting more of an open world. The cussing and all that other stuff, I'm like, I mean, whatever. But how do you farm? Can you keep doing same levels over and over again to build your character up? Are there items that you find like per specific locations in these levels? That's still stuff that I'm trying to figure out. Like, I don't know. Try to think of a certain weapon, like some sort of magical bow. Can you get bows in these games? Do I have characters that are tanks and healers and all that other fun stuff? I mean, it's not the first game to try to break the mold. I know 12 tried to introduce the gambits and all that other stuff, and then 7 was really heavy into the materia system. But this feels like it's really jumping off the pattern of the Final Fantasy Remake games. Minotaur Main. I need a Dragon Talon so I can upgrade my my bastard sword.
Bit of the perfect little shortcut, Sid. Straight to a nest of bloodthirsty beasts.
Wait. No, okay, never mind. Sid and Torgal were on the other side of that debris when it dropped, and I was like, wait a minute, how did Torgal get with me? But I forgot we escaped, and... Okay, yeah. Listen, it's coming up. Listen. Watch, listen. no. That's it, dude. That's the fucking Cleveland Brown theme. Slow down.
Can't be much further now.
Don't tell me it's not. I don't really like this. Well, I feel like it does a lot less damage on larger enemies.
Too slow.
Potion.
Come on. Let me through. Too slow.
Damn. Four spools of steel silk. I always feel like these breaking games.
What is it, boy?
After him! Don't let him escape! Gav! Who goes there? This one's a deserter! Take his head! Out of my way. You made your choice!
Not this time.
Alright, come on, Gabranth. Gabranth of the Wyvern.
Don't let him escape! Kill the deserter!
Fuck, I'm not gonna get the fight. And that's probably another thing that I'm kind of finding irritating, is I feel like a lot of the fun parts are cinematic. And yes, they're very cool to watch. They're very amazing and top notch, but why am I not getting to act as my character in a lot of these cool ass, badass moments? You know what I mean?
I'll take the dragon. You take the dragoon.
I wanted to fight all those guys.
This time.
I'll take them both. I don't give a shit.
Die, you bastard! I think that hurt me more than it hurt him. Sorry, lads. Don't know how much help I'm gonna be here. Alright. One down, one to go.
This time. This time.
Damn it.
Not this time. Too slow. Too slow.
Since when could these what goes up must come down? Bloody time waster. Come on, let's finish him off.
Not this time. Too slow.
Level 19. Ah, damn it. No dragon talent yet. Where do I get dragon talent at? I would really like to be able to upgrade my bastard sword.
Come on.
Ooh, he's got a deep ass cut in his arm.
Shit!
Damn, he just went overboard. Torgal just Spartan kicked his ass. This is Leafy Town. I don't know what the hell the place is called. Huh!
Help me! Help me, Clive!
I've got you.
Okay. Buenos dias. Buenos dias, Kenneth.
There. Clive doesn't have your nose, I said. He'd stumble off a cliff, I said.
That's the trouble with a nose like mine. Can't help sticking it where it's not wanted. But if it wasn't for you two, my sniffing days would be over.
He's all, here, let me teach you how to roll this blunt properly.
Truly.
So,
That's either a blunt or a weenie ass cigar.
Heading for one thing.
It's like a Garcia Vega.
Him and his mate
I like one of them
were
purple
the old
swishers.
Stomping ground. Rosaria. You should have seen what
This
they did to
is
him.
Rosaria!
Tried to stop them. There's no question about it. He's a dominant fire, all right.
He can't be.
Clive, I saw you turn into an icon before my very eyes. And yes, there's a good chance it was you who killed the Phoenix. But we weren't alone, were we? There was the fellow you saw enter the whirlwind. I saw him too. You didn't dream it, Clive. He's out there.
But who is he?
Don't ask me. I don't bloody know. But I do know one thing. You're gonna find him and find out. After all, you swore an oath.
What?
You swore you'd avenge your brother's death. That you'd never rest until you'd hunted down the man responsible. So, find out if this man's responsible and kill yourself if he's not.
Sid,
Don't thank me. Thank God.
Thank you, Gav.
Yeah, well.
No birds returning this year.
The Deadlands have swallowed their roosts, like as not. We're running out of time.
Oh, Joshua.
We'll be in Rosario in a day or two.
Look, your buddy. Quack, quack!
Back to where it all began.
God, I wish I had a chocobo for real, dude. Like, all these people wanting centaurs and pegasuses and unicorns and shit. Like, fuck that. Give me a chocobo, dude.
He must be stopped.
Dude, it's an ostrich from the Jurassic area with a bird raptor style beak and like dinosaur reptile style talent. Like, dude, come on, dude. And they've got the personality of like a German Shepherd. Like, get out of here, dude. Give me a goddamn ostrich. Unable to travel. Oh yeah, because I'm there. We'll go to the hideaway. What is this, a fucking Simpsons arm? Dude, did you guys see The Simpsons? The Simpsons, Matt Groening's time traveling ass, The Simpsons predicted all this sub shit. Predicted all this submarine shit. Government operative, dude. That's it. Time travel is impossible. It's irrelevant. Time does not exist. Time is a figment of man's imagination used to keep us occupied.
You think I'm having you
Like, think, what is a day
Your friend.
on Earth, right? A day. You would say, oh, it's 24 hours, right? Or if you wanted to get technical, it's 23 hours and 45 minutes or some dumb shit. But you're like, okay, so what happens if we terraform Mars, right? What's a day on Mars, right? It's called the Sol, S-O-L, Sol. Okay, so what, like, time is irrelevant, dude. You get outside the solar system and shit, and you're just out in space, it just does not exist. It's not there. We think it does because we watch the sun move. Like, we associate time with the sun, so we think it's like this thing that we can go out and touch. Ergo, time travel is impossible because it does not exist. So then what would explain Matt Groening predicting hundreds, if not thousands, of all these major world events? Like, go on the internet, go on YouTube and just type in Simpsons predicts, right? And there will be thousands of videos that pop up about things that, like, the economic collapse in Greece. They predicted that. 9/11, they predicted that. The Siri, they predicted Siri. The Apple Watch, they predicted that. The issues with speak to text or voice to text, they predicted that. Like, how many times have you messaged somebody over voice to text and said, I'm going to go to the store, but then it pops up, I like to have sex with whores? Like, don't act like that's never happened to you. It's just insane. They say that there's like over 1,000 different things that the Simpsons have predicted. Futurama is in that category too. Like, whoa, what the hell's the Moogle doing here?
They even have a Moogle. I've never seen one in the flesh.
I gotta take a picture of that. My wife thinks Moogles are the cutest things ever.
I'm sure it said in my father's bestiary that they live deep in the forest, and that they never reveal themselves to humans. Nectar, you say? Clive. So it would seem.
You know what would be a badass tattoo? So, on my back, I have a couple of different mashups, right? I've got a Jason Voorhees style Mega Man. It's basically Mega Man with the hockey mask holding a bloody ass machete, like this. And then on the other side, I have a mashup of Venom and Batman, right? I would love to get a mashup of maybe like a chocobo with the Spawn suit, and it has the cape, and the chocobo is just kind of like perched up. Like, there's an infamous sketch of Spawn, and I think the second or the third issue, where he's standing up on top of a church, and it's the long format style of print, and it shows him perched up, like if you're looking down at the comic, he's standing on the right side facing the left, and his cape is just draped across, like blowing in the wind across the entire page. The original Spawn movie from the 90s, starring Michael Jai White and Martin Sheen, actually reproduced that scene, and I always just thought that the Spawn suit would already have something like that with the Venom Batman mashup, and I was thinking maybe like a mashup of like Wolverine and a chocobo or something like that. I don't know, or maybe Wolverine riding a chocobo into battle, and then the chocobo's beak is like all bloody, and it's like it got this aggressive look on its face, and it's like very dark and detailed, almost like a Frank Miller's Dark Knight type of artistry. I don't know. Just kind of throwing things out there. I've been itching to get a new tattoo lately.
I can leave whenever.
Also, I have to get my youngest son's name on my body too. I have all my kids' names and my wife on my body, and I've got to get my youngest son tattooed on me somewhere.
New dung had so many uses.
But, so I have my oldest son's name on the back of my neck. And the plan for that is I want to get like the old style of New York with the Twin Towers. I want to get that, like the skyline, across my shoulder blades right there. And Spider-Man, you can see Spider-Man swinging like in between a couple of the buildings. Because, so the dude that did, I got this before the movie came out too. I got this way before the movie came out. Somebody was asking me about my tattoos the other day, so that's why I'm kind of talking about it real quick. But the original tattoo that was right here, I got in a place that I was on a mandatory timeout, and it was just very poor quality. It was supposed to be my son's name, Gabriel, with archangel wings coming down like a very kind of like a warrior style battle wings, like archangel battle wings coming down around his name. And it just ended up looking like a shitty Cadillac symbol. Like, I was so disgusted with it. It was horrible. So my friend did the best that he could to cover that up with the Thanos gauntlet. But I got this a couple years, but you can actually even see me. I've got pictures on my Facebook of me holding this up when we went to go see Infinity War. Like, I got this way before the movie came out. I've had the Infinity Gauntlet in my collection since like 1991. I've always wanted to get it tattooed on my hand. It's on the wrong hand. It's supposed to be on this hand, and that's why I had to get it on this hand, was to cover up that shitty Cadillac tattoo. But then I've got my son's name right here in like the bracer of it. But I've always wanted to get that on my back, is like that New York sky, or like that Manhattan skyline with Spider-Man swinging through the buildings, and the buildings kind of go up around my son's name on the back of my neck.
New dung had so many uses.
How's it going, Nathan? How are you enjoying Intergrade?
Isn't the Moogle funny?
Intergrade was a fun one.
Let's get this fixed before...
I still need to go back and finish Crisis Core.
Well, what do you want?
They're fun games.
That it?
Okay.
Fine.
Look what the curl dragged in. Go on then.
I don't want the long sword.
Is that all?
Oh shit, I totally forgot about this, dude. Okay, so this tree is fully upgraded now. I gotta start working on these other trees. I totally forgot that my tree expanded. Shoot. Okay, gear and icons. Ah, okay, okay. Rook's Gambit. Okay, so what's Gouge have? I like the... Damn, Gouge has got the 4-star and Stagger. Okay, Wicked Wheel. Okay, 2 and 3, 2 and 2. So Rook's Gambit's not that... looks like I screwed up. So it looks like eventually I'm going to get a couple more of these maybe. And I'll get to select like 2 of however many. And then I'll get to select 2 abilities that come out of this right here. Attributes, items. Rasul! What is going on? It's been a long time. Ah, come on, man. You know I can't. I'm too dumb. All I know is that the Inglés.
It's true then. It really is you.
What's up, baby? Did you miss me?
It is.
Clive!
So are you.
Make it a baby. Come on, make it a baby.
Are your wounds healed?
Good, now we can make it a baby.
Arya told me what happened. You saved my life.
After nearly taking it, I had no idea. Forgive me, but how did you ever come to be there, Jill?
I will give this game that it is very, very,
Iron blood.
how do you say, story based. The story in this game has been very extensive and
had lost her leaders. The duchy was
very cinematic.
Iron Kingdom saw our weakness and pounced upon it.
I mean, I'm only a couple of hours in, and I honestly feel this is probably the most cinematic Final Fantasy game I've ever played. And I played 14 every day for like 18 months straight. And when I say every day, I mean every day. For like 14 hours a day. It was like, it was unhealthy how much I played that game. I remember one time the Sony servers went down because some like captured lizard or brick lizard or something like that. Some like group of people went and hacked Sony and it shut the servers down, and I had a fucking meltdown and I snapped because I had like a very unhealthy addiction to that game. It's one of the biggest reasons why I don't play it anymore, because I know that with the type of personality I have, I cannot hop back into that game without somebody pulling me back out of it. It was a very addicting game. And there's no end. Like, it just keeps going and going and going and going. And, like, you think it's over, but nope.
It was me.
I killed Joshua. Should I show off my Father's Day gifts, you guys?
I know you. You wouldn't do that.
It's the truth. I changed into him again.
So I just received these yesterday for the people that didn't see. This is I truly do have an amazing wife. She got me these for Father's Day yesterday. I'm doing good, Russell.
Night.
And my kiddos got me this little bugger right here.
He spoke to me. What did he say?
It's the Black Series Spider-Woman
We have
from Across the Spider-Verse.
What did he mean?
Clive, we should go back there. To
And then
Phoenix Gate.
my wife also got me this right here.
I need to know what really happened. And so do you. You need to know for certain. And if what you told me is true, and you did what you said you did, then we will face it together.
Jill,
Jill, I love you.
all right.
And I'm Ted Theodore Logan. And we're the Wild Stallions.
Getting overexcited.
Sorry.
I'll see you soon then, Clive.
Dude, she wants him so bad, but he's like,
Ready to. We've a long journey.
he like has no idea how to conduct himself around like a chick that likes him. Like, it's obvious, dude, she's way, way into him. And he's like, Like, bro, come on, dude, man up. Go in for the kill. Kiss her. Kiss her! What the hell? She just got where? Sorry, 1 second, you guys. Do 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 do. Should we go check out Sid's little hideout? So, one thing I've been wanting to ask and kind of throw out there. I've been trying to figure this out, and I don't exactly know. I don't exactly know what question to ask or how to even ask this.
We're looking at half a dozen.
Okay, for those of you guys that have played the original Final Fantasy VII, right, on the PlayStation 1, or, you know, later you could download it on the PSP, or you can even play it on your phone. Like, I bought it from my phone, and every now and then I'll play it on my phone. There's something that's confusing me. With the Final Fantasy VII Remake that's coming out, how does this work? I've heard a lot of people say that both Final Fantasy VII and the Final Fantasy VII Remake Saga are
newcomer. I need help.
separate timelines in the same universe. Like, they're both canon.
And I've seen nothing of her since.
And I don't understand. I've heard that Rebirth is now going to be a reboot of the remake that's a remake of the original.
I have to know.
But they all take place in their own realities.
All right, I'll go.
Marvelous. Thank you. You'll be rewarded for your time, of course.
Whereabouts is she?
God, dude.
It's on the outskirts of Lostwig. Not the
I'm
safest
like
place
covered
for
in
relatives
mosquitoes
on
and
Earth,
ants.
but the soil there is second to none. Now go.
I went out and
Do
I
not
took
linger.
my
Why? It may already be too
I
late.
was taking care of my ducks and my chickens earlier, and I just got annihilated by mosquitoes and ants. My dogs are like, "What's the problem? We don't feel nothing." It's like, no shit. Meanwhile, I have all these like nasty lumps all over my arm from mosquito bite. Like, you can see it. If you look really close, you can see all like the bumps and the indentations. Like, I just got eaten alive by mosquitoes. Why, thank you. I appreciate that. And I try to be in a good mood. You know what I mean? One thing I've learned over the years is that we're on this rock for a very short time.
And his dishes taste even better after a hard
Like, I'm almost
day's
40 years old. That means half my life is done. And I can't believe how fast it's gone by. Like, we are not here long enough for bitterness and pettiness and ugliness. You know what I mean? Personality-wise. It's like, I used to have major issues with my anger. Like, major issues
I trust you're settling in.
with my anger. Like, my wall looked like a block of fucking Swiss cheese. You know what I mean?
I was hoping
Cell phone sticking out of it, controller sticking out of it. Hang on, that's my wife. That's the boss.
I don't doubt it. Seems to be the way around here.
We strive to be better than those we once served. Now, as to the task itself, I am once again in need of a pair of hands to deliver sustenance to our esteemed companions. I have 3 meals for 3 industrious souls. What say you?
Give me 1 second, you guys. I'm looking up something for my wife. Okay, 45 cents, that is not bad. Okay. We are back! I'd be happy to help.
I'd be happy to help.
Marvelous. The 3 individuals you'll be seeking out are busying themselves about the hideaway. You'll find one by the entrance, another in the bunks, and the other guarding the cells. Thank you once again, Clive.
Ouch.
Who knew dung had so many uses?
We just don't have enough teams to follow every lead.
Bubba, what are you doing? If you're gonna eat something, there's leftovers and there's oatmeal that you can make. How do I get to all these different locations? Dude, the other day I was outside, right, and I was letting my dogs out. And during this time of year, we get mosquitoes really bad because all the moisture on the grass and everything.
Oi. Who did you bend over for to get the royal pardon?
Your mom,
Jailer there?
bitch. I'll knock your ass out. Sorry.
Back so soon?
So I'm outside letting my dogs out, and it's like 4:30 in the morning. So during this time of the year, it starts to get light around 4:30 in the morning. And, dude, I got bit by this mosquito, like right here on my... This is the day I decided to go. I had to get my hair cut. But it was like, I don't know how long it was here on my eye for, but my whole eye, it looked like somebody punched me right in the face.
Someone has to watch over them. I help people sleep at night, and that's not a boast many can make. You keep yourself on the right side of these bars.
I've heard that that's a fun game. Do you see, look, you can't tell me that chocobos aren't badass, dude.
Something smells good. For me, I hope.
It is. Courtesy of Kenneth.
Kenneth!
Oh, my thanks. These birds are needy creatures.
They don't like me running after the fat chocobo behind their backs.
They must keep you busy.
Ah, there's never a moment's rest. Probably for the best I eat down here, reeking of the staples as I do. I'd only put people off their food. And who has time to wash and dress for dinner when they've got little darlings like these to wait upon, eh? Anyway, thanks for the food, and be sure to give Kenneth my regards.
Dung had so many uses.
Isn't the Moogle funny? Oh, what I wouldn't give for some wild mickleberries.
Can I help you? Kenneth sent me.
Ah, wonderful. Do you hear that? Our food has arrived. Does your appetite still elude you?
Is he sick?
I'm afraid so. Those no longer in need of a Physica's immediate ministrations are sent here for further rest. I tend to those who cannot tend to themselves, which leaves me very little time for good people like him and yourself. Thank you.
I think that's everyone. I better let Kenneth know.
Could really do with a proper place to train.
We're looking at half a dozen, maybe more.
Ah, you're back. All done? Wonderful. Here, your reward, as promised.
The hideaway's quite something. Everyone has their place.
A fact we are proud of, believe me. I'm glad you've witnessed it for yourself. You have your place too, of course, as you have just so capably proven, and you will always have a place with us, should you desire it.
It's kind of you to say so.
It is the truth, and not a soul among us would deny it. I look forward to all that you will bring to our little community.
Gill bug. So he's by physicers for use in brewing medicines in summer when the beetles are most numerous. Children across the realm will spend nigh every waking hour collecting specimens in readiness to exchange them for a handful of coppers. Coppers, you say? Alright. So the dude gave me a bug. Now, it's doing one of two things right now. Either this is a special item that is going to be for some unknown event later on that could get me like a cool item that doesn't affect the outcome of the story or anything. It's just like a secret thing, or it's introducing me to valuables for trade. It's like a tutorial for valuables for trade. Where is Galtland's Bales? Where in the hell is Galtland's Bales?
What do you want?
To say farewell. We're leaving.
Good decision. Better that than buried out there in the black. You've got a lot to thank that girl for, you know.
I know. And I will.
Now, what do you really want? We both know you don't come here for conversation.
Gaia Blade.
It'd better all be here.
Increases heat wave damage by 9%. Increases Scarlet Cyclone damage by 8%. Increases... No. No.
Off you go, then. And best of luck.
I should probably say thank you to Gav, too.
And what do you want? Going purse weighing you down? Come again. Or don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
Alright.
Quick. Sanktfordian, do you?
Dude, why can't I level up that? Where do I get a wind shard from?
And?
Okay, the Gaia Blade. The Dark Sash, the Battle Chains. The Gaia Blade, the Dark Sash,
Well?
and the Battle Chains.
What do you want? Not bad, if I do say so myself.
Okay, I need another Valley Matter and a Steel Silk. Battle Chains. I'm low on Wyrite. So I need some Wyrite. Okay, let's reinforce. Wait, hold on. What am I... Okay, ooh, Storm... Oh, wait, no. So let's reinforce the Gaia's Blade.
And?
Okay. And I'm wearing the Dark Sash. And the Battle Chain.
I see I'm busy here. So, what'll it be?
I have a Dark Sash 1. Why can't I not make... I have a Dark Sash +1. Why can't I'm wearing the damn thing. Oh, I'm already wearing the Dark Sash too. Okay. Okay, I'm wearing the Dark Sash 2. The Gaia's Blade, the Dark Sash, and the Battle Chains. Alright.
Make it quick. What do you want?
Reinforce.
Yeah, that should do you. Should last you a good while. Don't waste my time. I want the stuff.
Okay.
Fine.
Search for...
So your mind's made up, is it?
We'll be leaving for Rosaria as soon as we're able.
Back down memory lane, eh? Rosaria ain't what she used to be, Clive. Not since the Imperials moved in. First sign of trouble, you make straight for Martha's Rest and ask for the landlady. She's a friend of the cause. Tell her you was Sid, and she'll help you out.
Understood. Thank you, Gav.
Yeah.
I'd be lost without you.
Yeah, I'm just doing my job. No need to make such a fuss. You take care, alright? Oh, I'm crap at goodbyes. Where's Sid when you need him?
Give him my regards when he gets back.
I will.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Ready, my lady?
Ready.
I don't fucking sing, dude. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Run. Run. There you go. Run. Sniper, what's up, dude? How's it going today? All right, cool. There's the Valley Matter that I needed. I still don't know where the damn... I want to upgrade, what was it, the Storm Cry and the other one, and I need a Dragon Talon.
You're new, aren't you?
I'm Clive.
And I'm Martel. But what are you doing here?
Looking for you.
I'm saving your life. What do you think I'm doing here?
On her own.
I noticed that. But this soil's not going to collect itself.
Then what if I gathered it for you? You could head back to the hideaway. Just exactly what sort of dirt is it that
You sexist pig! What makes you think I can't collect dirt on my own?
It'd be a fool to refuse your help after what just happened.
The 4 spiders that were about to bite your face off.
Dark, rich, fragrant. You'll know it when you find it.
Dark, rich, and fragrant. Right. Well, you should hurry back.
Oh, come on, dude.
Might come looking for you himself.
That seems unlikely, but I won't argue with you. Thanks.
That's like, what tastes better?
There's certainly enough of it here.
A Mountain Mike's pizza straight out of the oven? Or a Pizza Guy's pizza straight out of the oven? Or my German Shepherd shitting out a hot dog in my mouth, dude? Come on. And honestly, that really hurts me to say that too, because I was super excited for Gollum. I was like ridiculously overexcited for Gollum. I had so much hope for that game.
That should be enough. I better get it back to the hideaway.
But in like the first 4 mission, I ran into 3 like game-breaking glitches, dude. And I didn't even mind the graphics. You know, a lot of people that have been coming to this channel for a while know that I'm not, like, graphics isn't the first thing I look for in a game. I mean, granted, is it nice if the graphics are awesome? Yeah, but if there's a good story that keeps me captivated, that's all I pretty much need. And, like, diversity and abilities. But, dude, that game just, I'm not even sure if you ever even leave the prison. I only made it to, like, the 8th mission. And I never left the prison. And that game is not that big, dude. But yeah, dude, that's not even a contest, man. This game so far, despite having some things about it that I'm not really fond of, is still amazing. If you my recommendation, if you really want a game that's in the format of the way Gollum is, check out a game called Stray.
All safe and sound.
I don't care what anybody says. I thought Stray was an amazing game. I had a lot of fun with it.
Right there.
I'm also a cat person, so I'm kind of biased, but for what that game was and how it was advertised and what it was advertised as, it was great. I mean, the game was only like $20. I got a good solid $20 or 20 hours of entertainment out of it.
Glorious! When Martel came home empty-handed, I almost had a fit. But with this, my research can continue. First and foremost come the measurements. I must know how much ether each sample contains. From there...
Wait, so you were never...
Worried about me? Sorry to disappoint you, but the only thing he worries about is his research.
Are you serious?
There's
You're
something
fucking
there.
joking.
It's just how he is. And if it wasn't for him, we
Please
wouldn't
tell
be
me you're
here.
joking, dude.
It's a small price to pay. Although you shouldn't have to pay it too. Did he even offer you anything for helping? Ugh. Here. I know
That's
it's not
tracked
much,
from
but it's
Terminator 2. Alright. Dude, Sniper,
I
that...
wish I could offer you some fruit too, but you're not likely to thank me if I do.
I can't. That pisses me off even more, dude.
One of these days, and when we do, you'll have first pick.
Terminator 2? Are you asking me if Terminator 2 is like if it's a good movie?
Now, my research can continue apace.
Terminator 2 was amazing. But dude, Sniper, you're fucking with me. Dude, no. You seriously don't get out of the prison?
Well? What do you want?
Okay, I need a wind shard. Okay, I need a Minotaur main. Oh, shoot. I don't get how the leveling... How do you reinforce shit? So I have the battle chains too, right? Okay, so let's look at my inventory really quick. Gear and icons. Okay. I'm wearing the Dark Sash 2. I own a Dark Sash 1. Okay, so you guys see this, right? I own a Battle Chains. Okay, I own a Dark Sash 1 and 2. Cross, what's up? I'm doing good. We're just over here talking about the monstrosity that is called Golem and Terminator 2 being an excellent movie. Terminator 2 is probably like one of the best movies ever made. I'm not even like seriously like easily top 10 of all time. And I'm actually biased as it being Terminator both 1 and 2 because there was a brief moment in my childhood where when my biological dad was still kind of hanging out and he went and he recorded when Terminator 2 first came out on video. He went and recorded the first and the second Terminator on one VHS tape. And for those of you youngins, we didn't have DVDs back in the day. We had these big ass things called VHSs, and you slid them into this thing called a VCR. But yeah, it was a great movie. Another great movie is Demolition Man. Demolition Man. Very underrated in my time as a kid, but looking at it now, like you can see a lot of like it predicted a lot of stuff. Waterworld, that was another fantastic movie. You want to go back a little bit? Taxi with Robert De Niro, that was a fantastic movie. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Now that was a damn good movie with Jack Nicholson. So Jack Nicholson, if you've never seen it, he plays like this guy that's a criminal, but he fakes being insane and he goes into a mental asylum. And it just, dude, it's a damn good movie. Jack Nicholson is a fantastic actor. Okay, so stepping back to this just real quick. I have a Dark Sash 1 and 2. Look, I can equip both of them right now. Okay, now
I see I'm busy here.
use the forge.
Oh, would it be?
Okay, let's go to reinforce. There's my dark sash too. Wait.
Yeah, that should do you.
The goldwork sash is stronger. I'm not gonna sing, dude. I have a very, very horrible voice. And I do not want to butcher the national anthem. And so in America, it's if you butcher the national anthem, you kind of get hated on. There's not. I mean, I'll sing it in like a crowd of people, but just to sing the national anthem, I was singing earlier. Wait, I was singing the Cleveland Brown theme song. Where were you then, Rasul?
My name is Cleveland Brown, and I'm so here to say. Well, hey, Stewie.
So I'm not understanding this. This is what's confusing me right now. When I'm looking at, like, so for instance, I had the dark sash +2, right? It said I needed a dark sash 1 to reinforce it, but it didn't increase any of my stats.
And?
So if we look, I've got the dark sash 2 on. It did not increase in any way, shape, or form. So I have the goldwork sash. The goldwork sash 2 will level up my stats, but I already had the dark sash 2. So if I reinforced it, why didn't it change anything? I'm not, like, this is kind of going over my head right now. I'm not really understanding this concept. I would love to be able to level up the Stormcry. Stormcry is an iconic weapon that has been in many a Final Fantasy games and is even in some Soulsborne games. I'm pretty sure it's in like World of Warcraft. It's like an iconic, almost like Excalibur. It's a very iconic weapon. But okay, like let's say, so I have the Gaze Blade +2, right? So let's go.
Quick. What do you want?
Let's go to reinforce Gaze Blade +2. I need a Gaze Blade +1, but look, it doesn't. If you look over here, that's the stats it would be if you leveled it up, and it's not raising any stats. Like, let's check out. You see how the numbers change? So if I were to equip the Bastard Sword +1, it would drop me to 120 and 120, right? There's my Bastard Sword. There's my Gaia's Blade. So if I reinforce the Gaia's Blade, I mean, it'll level up, but it'll drop my stats to 150. Right now I'm at 160 and 160, but it's not... What does the reinforcement mean?
And?
Look what the curl dragged in. Coin purse weighing you down?
How much money do I have? I have 8,600. That's awesome. We should all be in a good mood every day. Life's too short. Life is too short not to have a positive outlook on life. There's too much out there on this rock in this solar system to not be joyful and grateful. The TV show or the game? I'm not done with the show yet.
We're looking at half a dozen.
I'm going to watch a couple more episodes today. So, when the first 4 episodes for me are dubbed, so I can listen to them in English. But now that I have to watch it in sub, I don't want to watch it on my phone. I want to watch it on my TV. Because a lot of times, I spend a lot of time in our work truck driving around. And I'll watch TV shows and stuff like that in the truck while we're driving around. And Demon Slayer is not something I want to savor it on my 72-inch screen TV. I don't want to watch it on my phone screen. Demon Slayer is a lot more deserving of a large screen TV than my phone. So I've been mainly trying to catch up on on One Piece and what was the other one? Invincible. Someone told me to check out. They were like, if you like The Boys, check out Invincible. And I was like, all right, I'll give it a shot. And it's pretty good. I want to know what's going on with Attack on Titan. Where is this Attack on Titan news? We got a new episode on like March 22nd or something. We were supposed to get another episode on like March 28th, and then it never aired. And now they're saying that it's supposed to come out like this fall, the next episode. It's like they're dropping one episode every 6 months, and it's like... Either keep it going and give us more, or just drop it all at once and let's be done with it.
You haven't been back either.
I couldn't. Rand did keep a close watch on each other in the Imperial Army. You get beheaded just for knowing a deserter.
That's the thing. They're every 6 months.
I see.
I think the next episode, so the last episode came out like on March 20, it was like early, or like,
mostly I was afraid.
Like March 22nd or something. I can't remember the exact date. And then the next episode, there was supposed to be 6 episodes, and then it was supposed to be done. 6 hour-long episodes, right? They were supposed to drop the next episode, even on Hulu. It says next episode will air March 28th. March 28th comes around. All of a sudden, nothing. And then they're like, oh, well, the next episode will drop sometime this fall. So we still have 5 more episodes of this last season. And they're supposed to all be 45 minutes to an hour long. Oh, please tell me we're hitting an open world.
We should press on.
Are we going open world? We are! Hell yeah!
That inn at the top of the hill must be Martha's Rest. Gav said the landlady's a friend.
But can we say the same for her patrons?
Imperials don't tend to take well to those with my mark. If anyone asks, I'm a branded soldier, sworn to protect my noble mistress.
Mistress, huh? My noble mistress. What's up? You need help with that wine, son? Come on, give me some of that wine. Give me some of that wine. Ooh, he looks like he's a nice, challenging fight. Okay, there's some evil plant enemies over here. There's him, and then we got some scorpions over there. Let's make our way around and try to level up a little bit. I'm actually starting to like that. I didn't like it so much at first, but... Whoa, you dickhead! Alright, we're gonna wait a second for our stuff to charge up. Okay, we should be good. Alright, Bighorn, let's do this. Who's your daddy?
How tall are you?
Who, this guy right here? Clive? Hell no. Ooh, he got me on that one.
Not this time.
Okay. So, there's a huge chunk of my mouth on the inside right here that's dead. And how this happened was when I was about 19 years old, I was working at 3 different jobs. I was working at this steakhouse, I was working at a Round Table Pizza, and then I was working at this place called Sbarro's Italian Eatery in the mall. I worked 7 days a week, and I worked about 16 hours a day. I worked at Round Table Pizza like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday nights. Okay, and then I would go to Sbarro's on Sunday morning, and then I worked at the steakhouse Monday through Friday from like 10 a.m. to noon. And then or 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. So I would leave the steakhouse, and then I would go over to Round Table, and I would work there. And then on my days off at Round Table, I would work at the Sbarro's Italian Eatery. And then on my mornings off, so Saturday and Sunday morning, I worked at the Italian Eatery. Okay. So one night I was extremely tired. I was just burnt out. This was like after 6 or 7 months of doing this. I was exhausted, and it was like 2 o'clock in the morning, and I was living at my friend's house at the time, and he lived right across the street from the high school that we went to. Now, the high school is totally sealed off now, but back then it wasn't. It was it was open, so you could leave campus and all that stuff at lunchtime. Well, I always cut straight through the high school because there was a back gate that was always left unopened or opened, and I would cut through straight through this gate and then go over to my friend's house. Well, I had a Dino VFR, a little, like a 24-inch Dino VFR. And I was riding, I was standing up, and I was pedaling as fast as I could through this high school because I wanted to hurry up and get home and go to bed. Well, they were doing some construction at the time at the high school. And I didn't realize this, but they had these temporary fences that they had put up at one point in time. Now, these temporary fences were just basically sections of chain link that were connected together, and then the posts went down into cinder blocks, right? That kept them sturdy, and then you could make your chain link wall however shape you wanted it. Well, unbeknownst to me, somebody had knocked this fence over, so it was standing up in cinder blocks, right? And so when it tipped over, it stood, the bottom railing of the fence was up off the ground about a foot, right? So the fence went down, this was on the ground, and then this was up off the ground. So I'm riding super fast through the school, and I hit that chain link fence, and I just endoed straight over the front of it, full force. I don't know how much time had passed by, but at some point in time, I regained consciousness, and I remember my face hurting really bad. I was in extreme amount of pain, and at the time, I'd had braces. When I finally started to come back to, and I'd realized what had happened and where I was, I couldn't lift my face. I thought I was paralyzed. I was like, oh shit, I broke my neck, and I started to panic. Tears started rolling out of my eyes because, I'm 19 years old. I got a broken neck. It scared the shit out of me. So I soon start to realize that I'm not paralyzed, and my panic starts to subside a little bit because I realized I could move my arms, but my face was stuck to the ground, and I was like, "What the hell is going on?" I realized that at the top of the chain link, the chain link has the things that are at the top of the fence, had gone through my lip and intertwined in my braces and crushed the front of my jawbone right here. The top of my, what is this, the maxilla? My mandible right here. So it totally tore out all of my teeth and shoved them back into my mouth, and it crushed the top of my mandible right here where all my teeth were, right? So I finally got it unhooked from my braces, and then I pulled it back through my lip, the piece that went through my mouth right here. I finally just worked up the nerve, and I ripped it right back through my lip. Well, I ended up going back to the dentist, and the dentist reset all my teeth. He chipped away certain chunks of the bone so my teeth could fit back in, and he drilled holes through all of the teeth, and then he injected some sort of weird dental cement down in so my teeth would stay. And over the next couple months, underneath my tongue, I had started to develop all these weird blisters and sores. And I was like, what the hell is going on? Well, one day I had one. It felt just like a pimple on the inside of my tongue. Well, I kind of got a weird angle on it with my thumb and my finger, and I squeezed it, and old chunks of my teeth and my bone came like sliding out. And so over the next couple months, all these blisters and sores that had been forming were old like splinters of bone and tooth that were slowly starting to work their way out of my mouth underneath my tongue.
They never finished building the bridge then.
After what happened at Phoenix Gate, it didn't seem the highest priority.
You can actually see all of my teeth right here in the front. They're all discolored because they're all dead.
Oi! Here, you couldn't give me an hand, could you? Typical. A bloody bearer. Just when I thought my luck had changed.
Kind of connecting to that story too.
Still, better a crystal
about
than an empty hand, I suppose.
3 months after this happened, right? It was towards the end of summer. I was staying at my grandma's house now. My grandma lived on the main road that cut through the city that I lived in. And same thing, I'm coming home from Round Table at 2 o'clock in the morning. And Round Table was on the same road as my grandma's house, just like 4 miles away. It was a straight shot all the way to my grandma's house. So it's like 2 o'clock in the morning, there's nobody else around, right? And I'm riding, I'm doing the same thing, I'm pedaling, and on this section of road, there were no street lamps, right? So I'm riding, next thing you know, just, I lose consciousness, and I'm waking up and I'm coming back to, I have no idea what's going on or where I am. I'm in total and complete darkness. I have no idea what the hell's going on. At first, I'm like, I'm blind. Oh shit, something happened, I got hit by a car or something, and I'm in the hospital and I'm blind. But then I realized, I was like, wait, no, I'm too cold to be blind, and like my face is all wet and the front of me is all wet, and I'm like covered in some like thick sticky substance. So I was like, what the hell? And all of a sudden, like I start to see bits of light coming in. And I realized, oh shit, the light is coming in from up above me. It was a fucking hole in the ground. They were working on some old pipeline, right? And they had dug this 12-foot long, 6-foot wide by 6-foot deep hole in the ground to get to some of these old pipes. And some asshat had stolen all the cones and all the like the hazard site signs and all that stuff. So it was basically just a blank area, and in complete darkness, I thought it was the road. So when I was riding, I just went straight into this hole and it knocked me clean the fuck out. I don't know how I hit or where I hit, but I just remember coming back to, and I was like, I started panicking because I was like, I don't know how I'm going to get out of this hole. I mean, it was only 6 feet, but I couldn't pull myself up because when I tried to dig my feet into the side, it was dirt. So the dirt would just crumble away under my feet. And when I tried to grab the top, the asphalt would break away and I couldn't get out. So what I ended up doing, and it was like perfect, like a perfect symmetrical rectangle all the way around. It wasn't like rounded or rough at the edges. So what I did was I used my bike. I took out this like this wannabe multi-tool that I had, and I took off my handlebars and my front tire and my forks. And I threw the front tire and the forks up on the road, and I was like, if this doesn't work, fuck it, dude, I'm out. This was my same dyno VFR. This was actually right before it got stolen. So I put the bike perfectly up in the corner, and I set it just like a pull-up bar. So you have the hole that's like this. I took the bike frame and I set it across the corner like that, and I fucking fought and I pulled myself up. I used my my peg on my back tire to give me kind of support this way, And I put it up there, and I kind of pulled into that peg, so the peg would kind of sink into the side of the road. And that was how I got up and out. I missed that bike. Like 3 or 4 days later, that bike ended up getting stolen. So I was coming from my friend's house that lived around the corner from my grandma. And I walked my room. As soon as you walked in the front door, you could turn right and go into the kitchen and the dining room. And if you took 2 more steps, there was another hallway that went into the living room, or you could go left and go into bed. 10 feet away from the front door. I walked in my house. I opened up my bedroom door. I grabbed my backpack. I said, "Love you, Grandma. I'll see you tomorrow evening." And she said, "Okay, I'll see you later." Bike gone. 15 seconds, somebody had ran up onto my porch, stolen my bike, and then took off. That's all it took, was 15 seconds to steal my bike. I was upset, too, because I worked my ass off for the money for that bike.
Stay down.
But yeah, those are a couple of my... A lot of my other stories aren't... They're from my olden days when I used to put various chemicals and substances into my body, and I can't really talk about the stories on YouTube. They're not very family friendly, if you know what I'm saying. You know, that was kind of negative. I'm going to balance this out, and I'm going to tell a little more positive story. So, in 2006, I was dating this girl, and while I was dating this girl, I went on a mandatory 6-month vacation. Right, and of course, as it always does, you know, she left me while I was on this vacation, and because that's usually what always happens. And I was devastated because I had fucked around and I'd got feelers for this girl, and when I got out, I couldn't do what you're normally supposed to do to get over that sort of situation because I was just young and dumb. I continued to try to pursue this girl, and I ended up going back on another mandatory vacation because I had gotten caught with substances for, you know, that were not approved of by the state that I lived in. And while I was on this mandatory vacation, I had had proper time to get all that shit out of my system and realize, you know what, I was young, I was dumb, there's plenty of fish in the sea, yada, yada, yada. Okay, so we still had a lot of mutual friends, so it was kind of hard to totally break ties with this person because we were in the same friend group. Now, here's where it gets kind of crazy, right? So I did a year-long mandatory vacation, and then I was taken by bus from there to another place for a 16-month mandatory vacation. And then from there, I was taken by bus to another place for a 30-day mandatory vacation. Now, while I was at this 30-day mandatory vacation place, it was a lot more open than the other two vacation spots. So I had still been talking to this other individual, thinking, you know, I don't know what I was thinking. You know, we were still friends. You know, maybe we try to work it out and make it work. But I ended up meeting this girl. And I was like, oh, I kind of like this person. Meanwhile, this is like 200 miles away from my hometown. And we ended up having, there was an Alcoholics Anonymous fireside meeting.
That's one of our branded. Can we take him in?
So I think nothing of it. The meeting ends,
the stable master.
And I was like, oh, okay, you know, there are other fish out in the sea, right? This is what's crazy. 5 days later,
this is for me.
There was a Mexican restaurant around the corner from us. It doesn't exist anymore, but it was there.
He couldn't come himself.
Me and two of my other bunk mates. So there were 4 of us that shared one room in this mandatory vacation spot, and there was like 20 rooms altogether. Well, 2 of my other bunk mates were going over to this Mexican restaurant. One was going, his name was Jason, was going there to meet his girlfriend. Well, this other guy named Jeff was going with him to meet a friend that she was bringing.
But you can't get greedy.
So, me being the nerd that I am, I'm sitting there reading, I think I was reading a Tom Clancy novel at the time. And this guy Jeff was like, hey, dude, come with us. And I was like, bro, I'm not going to be a fifth wheel. I'm not going to do it. It's not going to happen. I'm not going to go there and be just this weird loser standing on the outside of the circle. And he was like, come on, please, dude, just come with us, dude, please. And I was like, why? Why do you want me to go so bad? And he was like, because if it doesn't work out with this chick, I don't want to just sit there with my thumb in my butt. I want to have somebody to talk to. And he was like, come on, man, dude, I'll buy you a platter of nachos. And at the time, I chewed Copenhagen wintergreen. But because of my 2 previous vacation Mando spots, I was broke. So he was like, I'll buy you a log of Copenhagen wintergreen and buy you a platter of nachos if you come with us. And finally, one of the older guys that was in the room next to us was like, dude, get the hell out of this spot and go have some fun. And I was like, all right, fine. This is like after a couple hours. I was like, fine. So we end up going, and me and this guy Jeff are sitting there talking while this guy Jason and his girlfriend are just hanging out.
Martha is as friendly as Gav claims.
Let's go and find out, shall we?
We were getting ready to leave when all of a sudden this girl that he was supposed to meet showed up. But here's the kicker. In right behind her walks this guy that she's been talking to on the phone. Like, she had no idea that she was being set up with another dude. So she brought this dude that she'd been talking to on the phone and sat down at the table with us, and the guy Jeff, the one that convinced me to go, was like, see, this is why I wanted you to come. Now, in behind this guy came a girl. Well, I had just found out that these 4 people had come from an AA meeting somewhere else. And that's why they were late. So this girl that walked in behind the guy that was behind the girl that was supposed to be being set up with my bunkmate Jeff sat across from me. And we ended up talking.
Good girl.
And hitting it off and having a good time. And it was this same girl that was at the meeting a couple days prior. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. I get like a chance to sit down and get to know this person and not have to whisper while somebody else is speaking at this meeting. And so I was like, all right, this was cool. It was really awesome. And, we have a great couple of hours. The dude Jeff is pissed. He went home way before we all did. And at the end of the night, they're all driving away. And the girlfriend of Jason, the one that got this whole shindig thing going, pulled up to us as we were walking back and was like, hey, what the hell? You're not even going to ask her for her phone number? And I was like, I didn't think that I made that kind of an impression. And she was like, duh, yeah, I mean, you are a cute guy and you made her laugh all night long. And she thinks you're cute. So I was like, okay. So I asked her for her number. And here I am 15 years later, 4 kids with this woman, working on our 5th kid, in a house that we share together. Now, here's another little crazy fact about all this. My wife has always wanted to be a mother. Always. Since she was a little kid, she's always wanted babies. And she fucking loves babies. Like, sometimes did you steal that baby, or is that baby ours? Just joking, of course. My wife would never do something like that. But as a child, she was told by not 1, not 2, but 3 different doctors that she had a medical condition that prevented her from ever having children. And this was not something that changed over time. This was something that she was told over the years by multiple different doctors, that she would never ever have children. So, 3 months, no, a month after
this won't be easy,
we start dating. Let me back it up a little bit too. I honestly never thought that I could have kids either. Protection. And I never had any kids, so I just genuinely thought that I could never have kids. Ever. I didn't think it would ever happen. Now, going back to about a month after we started dating, I get a call. It says, hey, your girlfriend's in the emergency room. I'm coming to pick you up. It was her AA sponsor. Now, at that time, I had to move back to my hometown while I had to finish certain programs to appease certain authorities in my life. No. I'll get back to that in a second. Hang on. So, I'm like, what? No way. No way. She has told me that she can't have kids, and I'm almost positive I can't have kids because I've never used protection and I've never had a kid. So this lady drives down, and I'm like, well, hold on, wait a minute. Why is she even in the ER? That's not... Turns out, she was pregnant with my kids. She was pregnant with twins, but one of them was ectopic, so they had to flush both of them. Which, once that reality hit me, it really threw my whole thought process out of whack. Within 30 days again of that incident, She was pregnant with our daughter. And here we are with a flock of kids today. Now, I always found that kind of odd because I had been whatever the male equivalent of a slut is, and I've never even had that happen before. Now I'm with this girl who's been told by medical professionals that she will never have children, and here we are 4 kids deep working on our 5th one. Just kind of weird. So it wasn't my friend's girlfriend. The girl that my friend was supposed to meet, brought a dude with her. And that dude was, I guess you could say, like, friends with my wife. 2 separate girls.
That's one of our friends.
You barely have to step.
When he goes to Eastpool, leave him in the park.
Okay, they automatically activate. I thought that I had to hit X.
So much for all parts of the Empire.
But yeah, I tell people that story, and people think that I Hollywoodify that the story of how I met my wife, and no. Like, usually my wife will pull the rug out from underneath me and be like, no, he's bullshitting right now. You know, the fish was actually this big. That type of shit, but that's exactly how my wife and I met. Like, it was a very specific set of events. Like, it wasn't just some random meeting in the park or something like that. Like, there was a lot of very particular events that took place for all that to happen. I don't think I have. You know, I'm gonna just, no. I own one of those. I don't own one of those. Battle chains. I'm gonna just buy all this shit.
There you go.
Because apparently I have to use older.
Thanks very much. Much obliged.
Alright, I'm out of gil.
That all, is it?
Okay, what's over this way?
Fresh cuts, fresh cuts. Get your fresh cuts.
An elevator? What are these? The Trans-Rosarian Aqueduct, the Courtail Falls, and the Coral Tail Falls, sorry, and the Crooked Nash's Pit. Whoa. So this map is going to get pretty big, it looks. Speak with Martha! Martha! Speak to me! Martha!
I wish I had a bow to call Maya.
Whoa! Look at that chocobo! Oh, it's an enemy! Oh shit, they're all enemies! I know, we're gonna head back right now so we can go speak to Martha! Martha Wayne! Or Martha Kent, whichever one!
They'll fall like all the rest.
Five pinches of magicked ash. I actually need quite a bit of magicked ash. Alright, Russell, you have a good day, okay? I'll be back on tomorrow if you're around. And tonight. Don't be a stranger. We're gonna go say hi to this turtle. Ooh, he hit me hard. I can't either. That's what there was another person in the chat earlier, Nathan, that was talking about. He's playing Intergrade right now. And we were talking about that and how good it was. I need to finish Crisis Core, dude. I keep talking about it, and I need to finish that game.
Not this time.
All right, cool. A chunk of Wyrite. Okay, hey, Rasul, really quick before you leave. I was able to get my hands on a pre-order of Final Fantasy or Spider-Man 2. So when Spider-Man comes out, I'm going to be doing a raffle for a base copy of the game. So be sure to keep an eye on that. I don't know what we're going to do or what kind of raffle it's going to be yet, but... Okay, we got a good little chunk of certain upgrade mats. Let's go back and see if we can find like a blacksmith or anything. Yeah, Rebirth looks amazing. I don't think there is.
Where'd you get these turnips? Make sure you're aiming that at the fish there, son. It was good, honest work building the aqueduct.
Stack, pack, peak, palm, poised finger.
Arbor leaders, arbor trades.
Excuse me. Would you happen to be the landlady?
Depends who's asking.
Give me 1 sec. I gotta run to the bathroom right quick. 1 second.
For protection, which hopefully won't be needed. If you can advise me on the safest route to the west.
It's your friend here I'd be worried about. Bearers don't have an easy time of it in Rosaria. Even a Stratton lad like him might attract the wrong kind of attention. And if he gets nabbed, it ain't likely to end well for you either.
Then we'll just have to stay out of the malicious way. Gav said you might be able to help us.
Follow me. Sorry for before. Can't be too wary of strangers asking questions in our game. I'm Martha, an old friend of Sid's. He said he had high hopes for a bearer who joined recently. I expect that's you. So, where is it you're headed?
For Phoenix Gate. We have questions that need answering.
Is that so? Well, if you want to avoid the garrison, the road through Eastpool's your best bet. Or it would be, if the bridge hadn't collapsed. A right bloomin' nuisance it is. We've had no trade with the village for weeks. I did ask our carpenter to take a look at it. But he went out on another job. And he hasn't come back.
Alright.
Do you think something might have happened to him?
Fingers crossed he's just taking his time.
We'll find
I had to
him
grab a small snack.
and make sure he's safe. We both need that bridge repaired. Your carpenter sounds like the man to do it.
I see why Sid's got such a soft spot for you. If you could, I'd be in your debt.
You said that he went out on a job?
Right. He went down into the marshes to check on another bridge. The one by the Fallen Gate.
The marshes were dangerous at the best of times. We should hurry.
There's a ladder to the side of the gate. That's the quickest way down, if you've a head for heights. His name is Bernard. Should you find him well, tell him Martha sent you. And that he's wanted at the bridge to Eastpool.
To the marshes, then. Let's find that ladder. I'm guessing these are done. They are. We need to go this way.
Jacob.
Here's the gate. And that must be the ladder.
There's some refried beans in a can. If you want to put those in a pot.
I don't care.
We have some hot sauce and we can make quesadillas.
What was that?
It came from under the bridge. Come on.
Just go and find the cans of refried beans. Never mind, I'll do it, buddy. Never mind.
Hold on, we're coming.
Thank you, my lady. You saved my life.
Not at all.
YouTube Robin, what's up?
You're Bernard the carpenter, yes?
I am. I didn't
How have
realize
you
my
been?
name was known so widely.
I'm a friend of Martha's. She asked us to come and find you.
Well, I'm very grateful for it. I just finished checking these piles when I turn around. I see a gang of slavering monsters looking to feast on my flesh. If you hadn't come when you did, I'd have been snipped into strips by now.
Snipped into strips.
I best go and give my regards to the landlady then, eh?
Actually, she asked that if we found you, we should beg you make haste to repair the bridge to Eastpool.
Of course. I said I'd take a look at it, but it clean slipped my mind. I'll head up there straight away. The trusses are still sturdy. It's just a matter of replacing the stringers and relining the deck. I'll have it done in no time.
Thank you, Bernard. We were hoping to take the road to Eastpool ourselves. We're very grateful for your help. And sorry for asking this of you after what you've been through.
I owe you my life. Fixing a bridge is the least I can do. Thank you, my lady. And you too, son. You're with Sid, ain't ya? Me and him, we go way back. Not as far as Martha, mind, but far enough.
I see.
Well, I best get cracking then. You go and let Martha know I'm all right. She'll have her bridge back soon enough.
We will.
The bridge will be fixed when it's fixed.
Didn't I come down a ladder, so why can't I go up the ladder?
I hear the leathers are due to fill up. Do you like that?
Ah, you're back. What happened? Did you find Bernard?
We did. He's fine. And he'll have the bridge to Eastpool repaired soon.
Well, thank the Founder for that.
It was lucky we found him when we did. The creatures out there are not to be trifled with.
It's the Blight's fault. They'd nothing to eat in the north, so they come down here hunting for food. He can't keep going out alone. I'll have to arrange a guard for him. But anyway, thank you. I don't have a lot to offer in return, but you're welcome to rest here until the repairs are finished.
We'd be delighted.
Alright.
Can I get you a drink or anything while you wait? Flagon of Imperial gold, perhaps? Tastes like swill, but it'll slake a thirst.
No, thank you. I prefer the truth about why there are so few bearers around here.
Yes. There were more of them when we were young. Far more.
Is this the Empire's doing? Have they been sent away?
They have, aye. Either to the Legions or Oriflamme. Seems the miners at Drake's Head are having a hard time keeping up with demand of late, so the bearers make up the shortfall. Time was they used to dole out crystals like sugar plums even down here in the provinces, but not anymore. Nowadays, they'll jump at any excuse to confiscate our bearers so they can be put to work elsewhere. I always knew the Empire treated their branded like shit, but after seeing it with my own eyes, well...
Ah, Thea! Congratulations on the new arrival. And you got the little laddie with you?
It was a bearer. The boy I carried for 9 long moons. A bloody bearer.
Oh, you poor thing. You gave it to the constables then?
Just left it at the garrison, aye. Let them deal with it. Couldn't wait to be rid of the blasted thing. Been wanting it gone since the moment I found out.
Well, it's all dealt with now. So no harm done, eh?
Mum, you weren't my brother, was he?
No. But you'll have one soon enough. You just have to be patient. All right?
All right.
Unbelievable, innit? Bearers may have been looked down on back in Archduke Elwin's day, but they were still human beings. Now they've fallen so far, a beggar wouldn't spit on them. Since you're not drinking, do me a favour and take that to the Abbey. There's a darkness at the heart of this world, and I'd have you see it.
And we'll see it at an abbey?
Glaidemond Abbey, on the shore of Sorrowwise Bay. The abbot there
Sorrowwise
is a friend.
Bay.
Tell him Martha sent you, and he'll show you what I mean.
Understood.
It was good. Honest work building the aqueduct.
Alright. How do I activate this damn thing?
I see I'm busy here. What do you want?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay.
That it? Fine.
Sonic birthday. Like Sonic the Hedgehog? Or like Sonic the Restaurant?
When he goes to Eastpool, leave him in the park.
I know, they're actually coming out with that new Sonic game that I want to play. Not the Sonic Origins, but the, it's like a new Sonic game. It's like a 4-person co-op. You can be Sonic, Knuckles, Tails, and, what's her name, Kim? Me and my kids are definitely going to be playing the shit out of that. I can't wait for it. I mean, I can because I have to. I went the wrong damn way. It looks amazing too.
Which stuff was for the Golden Stables again?
I'm gonna try it. I'm hoping this weekend. Whoa, she just yelled right in my ear. Tomorrow, I'm gonna try to set up my stream, because I can stream from my Xbox.
I knew that children were tested, that a bearer's fate was decided at birth.
And assumed it was best for all concerned. I know. For a child to be blamed.
But I have no idea how to stream with the Switch.
By its parents through no fault of its own.
We knew nothing of what it meant to be born that way, did we?
No.
Briar clamshells. Alright. 3 sharp fangs and some gill. I got some experience, some sharp fangs. With Twitch? No, not streaming with Twitch. Streaming on a Switch. I don't know how to, like, so this has an option to stream right to YouTube or Twitch, and so does the Xbox. I don't know if the Nintendo Switch has an option like that. If it does, I haven't been able to figure it out. But I don't really play on my Switch that often. I need to start playing more because there's a lot of games that I want to play. Not even just Bayonetta. not mean to push that button. 10 bloodied hides! Alright, let's go ahead and start making our way over to the checkpoint.
They'll fall like all the rest. That's enough.
Kill a bee! Wu-Tang forever. Level up! Okay, how do I get over there? How do... So there's got to be like a land bridge between these two places right here. Let's go fight the evil chocobo. Evil!
Excellent. Another fight.
Quack, quack!
Damn, I dropped them with the quickness. Alright, here we go. Kill a bee.
There's the Abbey. What darkness awaits us within, I wonder.
Let's go and see.
Alright, here we go. Oh wait, what is that? Oh, nope, it's an item. We gotta go get it. Shiny squirrel! Squirrel! Alright, cool. Another out inventory. Dude, I keep seeing all these shinies. Shiny! Shiny square! Whoa. Goblin coin.
Ooh, I'm rolling in the dough now. I got a goblin coin. I'm gonna take it and go put it in the bank.
Damn it. Okay, we're gonna go up here.
Good day to you. I'm afraid the Abbey is not open for public prayer. May Grieger go with you?
We came to offer a donation. From Martha.
I see. Then please, follow me.
I don't want to die. Please, Father. Something for the pain. I beg you.
The light. It fades. I don't want to die alone.
It's all right. I'm here.
Who are these people?
Martha's bearers. She entrusted them to my care, that I might ease their suffering. To the extent that I can, for the time they have left.
The curse has taken them. All of them.
As it does every bearer forced to use their gift. With each draw on the ether, their bodies petrify, till all that remains is stone and pain, and so they are cast aside. There is nothing either Martha or I can do to change that, but we can at least strive to make their final hours a little more bearable. Have faith, my son, for you shall rise again and find the happiness denied you in this life.
Jacob, what are you doing?
Thank you, Father. I must offer you my own thanks for the medicine you so kindly brought. Now, their final moments may be moments of peace. When next you see Martha, pray tell her that 2 more have succumbed.
We should get back to Martha's Rest.
Yes, we should.
Okay, as soon as I get back over here, I'm gonna hop off. I gotta get ready. We got a bunch of stuff to do this afternoon.
Come and have a look, don't be shy!
It was good, honest work building the aqueduct.
Ah, you're back. Thanks for taking care of that.
The abbot had a message for you. 2 more have succumbed.
I see. Come upstairs. So, now you know, eh?
I've seen plenty of bearers die on the battlefield. But never like that.
And all because they were born different. The powers that be can't take away their gift, so they strip them of their humanity instead. Oh, there's plenty who pity a bear's plight. But so long as we're content to sit around, weeping for those on whose broken backs we're carried, we ain't gonna change nothing.
And so you lend Sid your strength?
What little of it I have. Used profits from this place to buy the poor buggers.
So when the abbot told us the bearers were yours...
Aye, they're my property, at least by law. Any still fit to work fetch a price beyond my means. All I can do is care for those who are past mending.
Alright. Yep, as soon as she finishes talking, we're gonna hop off for a bit, but I
can carry on to Eastpool now. You got questions that need answering, ain't you? Well, I wish you luck.
Thank you, Martha.
Oh, I almost forgot. Sid and I have other friends in this area. Wear this and they'll know you for one of us.
the slumbering chocobo.
And know that you will always be welcome here. You were right, Sid. It really is them. Lord Rosfield and Lady Warwick have come back to us. And long may they stay.
Alright. Alright, you guys. This is where I end this video, but I will be back tonight. I hope you guys have an excellent and fun and safe Saturday, and hopefully I will catch you guys later. Peace.